Good day everyone. Today I will be presenting a movie review of Big World using the theory of catharsis. The theory of catharsis was first introduced by Aristotle and refer to the emotional release experienced by the audience while watching a tragedy or drama. According to the theory, the audience goes through emotions such as pity and fear as they witness the struggle, suffering, and challenge faced by the character. These emotions gradually build up as the story progresses and are ultimately released during the climax or the resolution, leaving viewer with sense of emotional relief, reflection, and cleansing. This process helps the audience connect deeply with the story, making experience both meaningful and memorable. In Big World, this theory is clearly demonstrated through both the character journey and emotional response elicited from the viewer. Big World is a Chinese drama film that focuses on the life of a man who faces physical limitation and social challenge in his everyday life. The film portrays the harsh realities of his life in realistic and subtle way, rather than using exaggerated dramatic events. Through slow pacing, detailed observation, and emotional storytelling, the film allows the audience to closely observe the character's struggle and gradually feel emotional connection with him. From his daily activities, interaction with others, and moments of personal struggle, the audience is guided through a journey of empathy and emotional involvement. This made the film ideal for analysis using the theory of catharsis, as it carefully builds emotional tension before providing an emotional relief at the end. The main character of Big World is portrayed as a resilient yet vulnerable individual. He faces challenge not only because of his physical condition but also because of societal expectation and judgment. He is quiet, determined, and emotionally strong, even in moments of rejection, misunderstanding, and hardship. The supporting character often represent societal pressure, authority figure, or obstacle that amplify the main character's struggle. Through their interaction, the audience observes external conflict alongside the protagonist's internal emotional challenge. At the beginning of the film, the audience is introduced to the main character's daily life. We see how even simple tasks require significant effort, and how people around him often react with discomfort and misunderstanding. These scenes are quiet and realistic, showing his struggle and perseverance without exaggeration. The audience feels pity and sympathy because his suffering is not caused by his own action, but by circumstances beyond his control. By watching him navigate his daily life, viewers begin to emotionally connect with him and slowly care about his journey. This scene set the emotional foundation for the rest of the film and prepare the audience for the cathartic journey ahead. As the story progressed, the protagonist began to face pressure from society, including judgment, rejection, and misunderstanding. He tried to interact and survive, but instead faced more obstacles. While watching this, the audience experienced anxiety, frustration, and fear as they anticipate the potential consequences of this social challenge. Emotional tension rise and viewers become more alert and emotionally invest in the character fate. This scene intensifies empathy and prepare the audience for climatic emotional moment. In this scene, the protagonist encounters a difficult moral decision where every choice involves sacrifice or loss. The audience sees his hesitation in a conflict and emotional struggle, which made the viewer feel deep empathy, tension, and emotional discomfort. Many may imagine themselves in his position, reflecting on how they might act in the same situation. This scene deepened emotional involvement and strengthened the cathartic build-up as the audience experienced the uncertainty and weight of moral consequence alongside with the character.
人家不可能让你收到录取通知书。
我符合他们的录取条件。
就算是给你发了录取通知书，那将来呀，你可以去当老师吗？
我为啥子不能嘛？
老师要站在讲台上，要面对那么多的学生和家长，你得行吗？人家正常生都还招不过来，人家为啥子要招你这样子的啊？
好嘛，是哪个把我生成这个样子的嘛？
小儿，
我这样是因为哪个嘛？
小儿。
This is the emotional peak of the film, where a conflict, tension, and moral dilemmas reach a breaking point. The consequence of the protagonist's action become unavoidable, and emotional intensity is at its highest. The audience feels shock, sadness, fear, and emotional exhaustion. As the accumulated struggles of the main character fully unfold, this is the moment of greatest emotional tension where viewers are deeply invested and fully engaged. It represents the central point of catharsis, as the audience emotions are pushed to their peak.
你的妈妈才是真正厌恶你、看不起你的那个。我晓得我是这个无头多语的人，我一直都晓得的嘛。那为啥子你还要装作一副特别在乎我的样子呢？我觉得你特别恶心了，特别，你特别的虚伪。
我都是虚伪，我都是不看不上你，我都是不在乎你，不在乎你。刘聪，那都是你的命，也是我的命。
我从来都不想。
In the final scene, the film slows down, allowing both the protagonist and the audience to reflect and process the journey. The main character reaches emotional acceptance and a sense of understanding, even though not all the problems are fully resolved. At this stage, the audience feels relief, calmness, and emotionally released. As the emotional tension that have been building throughout the film is finally released, viewers leave the movie feeling emotionally lighter, reflective, and empathetic, completing the cathartic experience and demonstrating how the film effectively applies Aristotle theory.
拿我当自己人的，再渺小、再破碎的个体，也都是完整的我。
In conclusion, Bigworld demonstrated the theory of catharsis effectively through its emotionally storytelling and realistic portrayal of human struggle. The audience is guided through feeling of pity, fear, tension, and ultimately emotionally release, which allow them to explain catharsis in a meaningful way. This movie shows that catharsis is not only present in classical tragedies, but also can be found in modern cinema. Overall, Big World is a powerful example of how a film can deeply affect its audience on emotionally rebel, leaving you reflective and emotionally fulfilled.
鼓励给的很好啊，可以。
谢谢两位演员，谢谢。